Greetifications, amigos, and welcome to The John Morgan Show.
There are two sides to every single story, the passion and the glory. Just trying to make it through the day. You know we're trying to come together, arm in arm and hand in hand. And with my brother I will fight to unify our land. America, home of the brave. We stand strong when we're willing to change. And I will wash the feet of freedom and bow down on my knees, praying for a healing, fighting for the freedom of my brother and me. And on the other hand, there are those who would undo us, unruly who would rule us and break us all apart. And I will stand beside you and fight against injustice and lawless ones among us. Come on, let freedom ring. America, home of the brave. We stand strong when we're willing to change. And I will wash the feet of freedom and bow down on my knees, praying for a healing, fighting for the freedom of my brother and me. E pluribus unum. Get your guitars and tune them. Melody and harmony. Let's make a little revelry. E pluribus unum. Get your guitars and tune them. Melody and harmony. Let's make a little revelry. E pluribus unum. Get your guitars and tune them. Melody and harmony. Let's make a little revelry. Play that guitar. My brother and me, fighting for the freedom of my brother and me, America.
I'm Kevin Payne from the Georgia Association of Tax Officials. We booked John Morgan for our banquet that we have every year for about 400 people in Athens, Georgia. And Mr. Morgan, of course, was being the George W. Bush impersonator. And I've been planning this banquet for a number of years. We've had this banquet for about 50 years. And I don't know that I've ever had a banquet as well received as Mr. Morgan's performance. When I booked him, I was expecting just a comedian, somebody that would be lighthearted. His message was much more than that. It was uplifting. It was encouraging. He made us laugh, but he also made everyone that was here feel better about themselves and their jobs, and everyone truly left happy. So we couldn't be happier with Mr. Morgan's performance.
And there you have it, folks. Happy people, happy wife, happy life. Oh, welcome to the John Morgan Show on a Monday afternoon. You know, I was late this morning on the Pray for America call because my alarm on my phone was set properly, but the volume was down. And so I thought, well, since I was late for Pray for America, I'll be early for the John Morgan Show. Hey, Beth, it is so good to see you. And while we are talking, right on the other side of that wall, right there, a giant oak tree is being falled, is being removed. They're felling. They're chopping down an oak tree. I could, all of a sudden I can't remember the proper tense of the word fall. It felled. Marty Feldman. Anyway, I don't know if y'all can hear the chainsaws. I can hear them, and maybe you can. I don't know. But I had a beautiful oak tree right over there, and it was so pretty that we had a park bench underneath it and some plants on either side. It was a visual point of reference for people. We had uplights going on the side of the house that come on magically at dusk and off at dawn, and it was a highlight. But boom, lightning struck it, and that was that. And you never know when lightning will strike. You know, we make our plans. No one can hear them. You can't hear them. Okay. Well, the first branch that came out of the tree, my next door neighbors heard because it kind of bumped into their house a little bit. But it is their tree. I have put the uplights around it and the bench around it and decorated it. But truth be known, it's on my neighbor's property. So they're the ones who are responsible for the removal of the tree. And I because I've enjoyed it so much, I helped pay for it a little bit. But yeah, but my object lesson from today is you don't get a second chance to live in the moment. And I want to talk today about courage. Courage is the ability to make the right decision when it counts, when it matters. And I have a lot of experience of doing things not courageous. Can you hear that? It just got really a lot louder. Can y'all hear that now? I thought it was coming through the wall there for a minute. When I was a senior in high school at Bishop Moore, on a particular day, we had auditions. Howdy. Good to see you. D, my brother. We had auditions for, you heard it that time. Okay, good. That's cool. For our senior class play, and who could have known how ironic, hey, Diane, good to see you, it would be, and how poignant, because there's a lot of references right now to George Orwell's 1984 here in 2021. But the year was 1974, and our senior class play we chose to perform was George Orwell's 1984. And I had been a faithful member of the drama club, but I had always chosen little easy parts in all the plays because I didn't have the confidence level to take on larger roles. Now I have since, and I've played the lead in some productions, but back then we had auditions and I had my little part. I guess I was a prison guard. I don't know what part I had picked out. I don't remember. But our drama teacher made the unilateral decision that she was going to award the lead rather than audition for it. Well, I wasn't auditioning for it anyway, but she started off the auditions by saying, I'm going to just get this out of the way first. I want to award the male lead, which is a big part in a big play, to John Morgan. And she said my name. And I went into a state of shock. And everybody I was surprised, even people who would have auditioned for that part. Maybe she called them all and told them ahead of time. I don't know. But everybody clapped and cheered. And I'm sure I turned deep purple. Every shade of red you could imagine. I felt totally on the spot. And I said thank you in the moment. And I just didn't know what to say. I was completely beside myself. The next day, I made up a lame excuse and totally quit the drama club. Yeah. I allowed fear to rule my life rather than courage. Could I have done that part? In retrospect now, after all the other things I've done, yeah. I could have excelled at it. I could have done a great job at it. But I didn't believe that. And courage is stepping up when an opportunity comes your way and taking that risk of failure in order to achieve a dream that is on your heart. Now, if somebody came along and said, you're going to get a chance to swim in the 2021 Olympics in Tokyo, well, see, there's courage and wisdom have to go hand in hand. You know, if that opportunity came along, wisdom, it wouldn't even be something, that I would consider, because I'm not an Olympic swimmer. I haven't trained my whole life. It would be completely out of place and not make sense. But I am an actor. I am someone who loves performance. I love inspiration. And so the opportunity to play that role would have been a stunning highlight to my life, in light of the fact that I am now an inspirational, motivational speaker who has turned a quirky career as a George Bush impersonator into an opportunity to inspire and motivate and witness for my faith. So it's important that we maintain our courage, maintain our fearlessness. It's like somebody who has lost weight then goes into a regimen of maintenance so that they can keep the weight off. Anybody can, well, not anybody, but it's not as difficult, let us say, to set a goal and lose a bunch of weight. I have a very good friend, Tony, my dear brother, Tony. We were at his wonderful bride's memorial service just Saturday, and Tony has done a remarkable job setting a goal for weight loss and increasing his health, and he has stayed with his goal. But Tony, my friend, the hard part is going to be, once you achieve your desired weight loss, to go on a regimen, a lifestyle change of maintenance to keep that weight off. That's going to be even more difficult. But you make the decision each and every day to stay with the program. And once you're into the regimen, it's much easier to stay with the program because you see the benefit. You can look behind you at all of the consecutive days of benefit that you've accrued. That's why it's way easier for me to get up in the morning and have our prayer call, get on Facebook Live in the afternoon and have the John Morgan Show, because I have now a year behind me of wonderful feedback and genuinely rewarding experience that causes me to want to continue to serve you guys and have a good time. So today I just wanted to speak briefly about courage. In our culture today, there are many opportunities for us to speak truth and many opportunities for us to choose not to speak truth. And that we have to, we want to maintain a level of courage where we're willing to do it, but also a measure of wisdom that tells us when it's wise to do it. There are lots of attacks on our Christian faith that happen in many different forms in our world today. And we have the opportunity to display our role as ambassadors of the kingdom of God in our culture. But the most important thing is that if we do it, that a big branch just came down. Shook the place. That we do it in love. Because the greatest command is not that we tell people what they're doing wrong. The greatest command is not that we put people in their place. The greatest command is not that we defiantly defend our positions. No, the greatest command is love. Speak the truth in love. You can't have one without the other. It's not love if you lie. It's not truth if you lie. But truth can be very, very harsh and judgmental and counterproductive if given not in a spirit of love. And we want to love those that have ill intent. We want to love those that have great intent. When Jesus washed the feet of his disciples, guess who he included? Judas, who he knew shortly thereafter would betray him into the hands of those who would crucify him. And it would be really easy to be, ticked off. I find it sometimes easy to feel offended. But really, the Christian has thick skin, considering the source, And whenever I find myself getting upset at something somebody else says or does, I remember that I am dust, that Christ created me, and that he saved me. And then he says, as I have forgiven you, so now you forgive others. So I have the opportunity to demonstrate the way I've been treated. Hey, Diane, buenos dias. Good to see you. And then live that life of love. Love goes vertical in our relationship with Christ, and it goes horizontal in our relationship with one another. Vertical and horizontal. And as I heard at church last Sunday, it's interesting, that forms the shape of the cross. Vertical and horizontal. Love God and love your fellow man. What a beautiful world it would be if that was the top priority of every one of us. Love is speaking the truth, and sometimes it means pointing out someone's faults, but if you do it not in an attitude of humility, but in an attitude of judgmentalism and I'm better than you-ism, that's not love. But neither is failing to speak when you should. And that's what takes courage, taking that risk. Man, it's not easy, but it bears good fruit in the lives of others. So we want to be willing to take that risk and rock and roll, loving one another. All right, that's my word for today. I appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for tuning in on a Monday afternoon. I guess I didn't impress anybody. I only got about 4 likes. But if you agree with the comment, please do me a favor and smash that like button. And let's bump that number up a little bit if you agree with it. If you don't agree with it, don't for sure. But that's how we grow the show, folks, is that there's some likes on there, and folks, they see the likes and go, oh, well, maybe I should listen to that. That might help me. So thank you. There they go. I guess you were just in such rapt attention that you forgot to smash the like button. And then one more thing, I would ask that if it means or benefits you, please share it out to the world. Well, I've got to go back out and oversee a whole lot of chainsawing and a whole lot of tree trimming out in the side of my house. And I appreciate you guys, and we will see you tomorrow morning on the John Morgan Show. God bless you, and God bless the United States of America.
Well, I'm the free world leader.
Oh, yeah.
Freedom's rolling out to you.
Ow!
Oh, let's roll. Well, I'm the good news instigator, compassionate conversator. This freedom is rocking and rolling on out to you. White and blue.
Thanks a lot, folks, for tuning into the John Morgan Show. Don't forget you can pick up all of these songs in my new release, a 4-song EP album called America, My Brother and Me. Available on Amazon Music, Apple Music, Pandora, wherever music is sold. Courage, inspiration. That's you, my friend, and that's me. Speaking the truth, but speaking it in love. I think it's more important to speak it in love than it is to speak it at all. It's better to just love on somebody than to speak the truth not in love. The greatest command, it's love. I love you, folks. Thanks for tuning in to the Red, White, and Blues, the John Morgan Show. See ya. God bless you. And God bless America.